right. Okay, so getting back into Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Fathers. Where did we leave off? So we were at the crime scene. Crime scene of this latest voodoo murder. Where we go? Where's the... Forgetting where everything is here. Just want to refresh myself. So we had the picture of an earlier voodoo murder, I guess. Picture of Mosley. All this stuff. We had, forget what you do with this gift card or gift certificate to St. George's. Or maybe you give it to somebody and I think they complete the rest of this drawing. Yeah, because we have this...
The partial pattern from the crime scenes intrigues Gabriel. What does it mean?
What does it mean? And then we have this snake scale that we found over here in the patch of grass.
Gabriel is carrying a scale he found near the crime scene at Lake Pontchartrain.
Yeah, let me see here. Man, that... What? It just went way down just by moving it too. Just like how it used to be on the old TVs. You get the volume down to like 3 or 4. And then the difference between like 4 and 5 is like twice as loud. I just wanted to make sure that it's like almost I can max it out. It's still quieter than before. I just wanted to make sure that well, hold on. That when this lady's talking,
the partial pattern from the crime scenes intrigues Gabriel.
That the music isn't overpowering her. Wait, ooh, I think that's fine.
The partial pattern from the crime scenes intrigues.
Yeah. Good enough. I think we were done here. He was just looking at this, and then I remember my first playthrough was like, what else was there to do? And it's kind of clear. You know, you have these, I don't know what you call them here, pre-rendered backgrounds. But then you have like this tiny patch, if you could see that stands out. And that's where the snake scale was. This obviously stands out here. And the blood is just for fun. And I don't think we were able to get anything with that, right? Like, what do we got to do with the magnifying glass? Oh, does it let us do something? Oh, it does. What do I do? Do I look at it?
It's extremely big, bloody sand.
Big bloody sand? Can I, like, get the bloody sand?
The police have already taken samples of the blood. Mosley will be able to tell Gabriel if there's anything significant about it. The police...
Like, I don't take these little rocks here. I don't do anything else with it. That's fine. Get out of here. Okay, so we have that, the picture there. We can go back. I'm guessing we can just go back to the police station and talk with Mosley. Talk with this turd and see if he'll... Or just this one? Mosley should be back.
Hey, nice precinct.
Think so? That's peachy. That means more to me than you could know.
Hold on, let's see. I think that's fine. Just get about that.
Got a second, officer?
What can I do you for?
Need to see Mosley. Oh, what about these snakes?
Do you know anything about snakes?
What does this look like? A zoo? Never mind, don't answer that. No, I don't know nothing about no snakes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to see Detective Mosley.
He's in his office. Go on back.
Okay.
Gabriel, can the door work?
Oh, come on. Just go there. What do I do? Activate it? Use. Oh.
Detective Mosley. Hard at work, I see.
Night, I had a feeling you'd show up.
Mm-hmm. There's a whole lot going on in here. Interrogate.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
So much.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
There's voodoo that goes on in this city, sure. I looked into it a bit at the beginning of this case. But the voodoo stuff found at the crime scenes is all fake. It doesn't have anything to do with the real stuff. I know. I asked some experts. It's intimidation tactics, that's all.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Lots. Can you be more specific?
Oh, man.
Do you know anything about the killers?
At least 20 people attend the killings. We know this from the variety of footprints found at the scene.
Footprints? Aren't those as good as fingerprints?
Can be, but we'd have to have a suspect in custody first, and the suspect would have to match one of the few distinct prints we have. Most of the footprints are smudged, trodden over, unreadable. These guys are so casual in their expertise, it's maddening. Like they know we'll never find them.
What kind of evidence have you found?
No fingerprints, a few bare footprints. Found a few fibers, but not many. The weirdest one was leopard fur.
Leopard fur?
Leopard fur. Uh-huh.
How many murders have there been so far?
7 murders have so far been linked to the voodoo murders case. Now, the first murder occurred about 8 weeks ago. The M.O. was the same in each murder. Lake Pontchartrain was the 7th.
Describe the crime scenes.
Now there's the corpse itself, minus the heart. Around where the body was killed, we find marks and flour and blood. There are traces of wax from candles, red and black. Ordinary wax candles, so the lab reports. Also blood and feathers of chickens. Also goat's blood. And plenty of the victim's own, of course.
What's the coroner say?
The victim's heart is always ripped out of the chest and missing. We haven't located a single one of them.
Lovely. Any idea what they do with them?
Don't even want to know. Also, the coroner says some of the victims had heart attacks before the incision. Literally scared to death. The knife wounds are consistent with a long, narrow, wavy-edged knife. Probably a ritualistic dagger.
Any witnesses?
Nope. There's never been a single witness. No one's even heard a disturbance. It's damned weird. Like they just don't want people to see, and so nobody sees nothing.
Know anything about the victims?
The victims are all out of towners. We still don't know why.
Never mind.
Oh, nothing, never mind.
Sure, no problem.
Let's just insult them for fun.
Have you ever called the hair club for men?
I'd rather have no hair than your hair, Knight.
Ooh. Still not. You know what? Let me look that up. Because last time I wasn't sure. Like, what is the difference between the blue stuff and the yellow stuff? Is this just all optional? Yeah, kind of what I was thinking. It just says important topics will be highlighted yellow. It's from some other walkthrough, I guess. But probably maybe some points to be found.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
You and me grew up together. You tell me. It's a pretty nice place, even seeing the stuff I see. You know. The quarter's getting a bit too wild, though. Getting hard to control. Not quite what it was when you and me used to hang here, but... hell, I've never known anything else.
Do you know anything about snakes?
The only thing I know about snakes is I don't like them.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
That's coming up, isn't it? We get some occasional weirdness in the quarter, but nothing much. Used to have a lot of strange things happen, though, or so I hear.
Do you have any idea what Capri Saint-Car means?
Hell no. Is that French? My mother spoke it, but I always had a hard enough time just speaking English.
True enough. Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
No. Ha! Is that anything like a Chuck Yeager?
I don't think there's any relation.
Alright, important stuff.
Tell me about yourself.
For the book?
Sure, why not?
Okay, what do you want to know?
How'd you like working on the police force?
Are you kidding? You know I love being a cop. In New Orleans, it's the best place in the world to be one.
What are your plans for the future?
Well, you know, I don't like to count my chickens before they're hatched, but I don't see why I can't be the chief of police in New Orleans someday. I already know the mayor, and my record is one of the best in the department.
I'm sure it's just a matter of moments, mostly.
Yeah, you'll see.
Got any hobbies?
Yeah, making your life miserable.
I'm serious. Don't you shoot or chew or something like that?
No, I'm a freaking ballet dancer. Jeez. Yeah, I was #1 at the Louisiana State Fair Marksman Contest. I play trumpet, too. You know, put your lips together and blow.
Uh-huh.
How's your home life?
Oh, real funny, Knight. Why don't you just bring in some frickin' salt? Well, you know Annie left me. My home life is shit.
Right. Sorry about that. Just tell me anything at all.
Remember how we used to play monkey in the middle? We used to piss off our senior year teacher. What was her name? Ms. McKelly? You'd act like you were gonna toss her an eraser or something. Then you'd throw it to me over her head. And we used to do it at your grand's, too. Like with the remote when she wanted to watch her soaps.
Yep. And it was a great way to pick up women in the library. Oh, those were the days. Oh, nothing. Never mind.
Alright.
It's your dime.
Yeah, not much going on there yet, but here's the good stuff.
What's the status on the Voodoo murders case?
It's going. Can't seem to make any progress, though. Sluggish damn case. It's weird.
How about getting me some coffee?
Coffee? You want coffee?
Should that surprise you?
Nah, you've always been a caffeine addict. It's just that what we got here hardly qualifies.
So, I'm desperate.
It's your stomach. I'll get you some when we're done talking.
That long?
All right, I'll go now.
Okay. And I think you use this to, if I remember right, you can take something out of this jacket.
Don't touch anything while I'm gone.
I'm touching plenty. Okay. This?
It's not Gabriel's side.
Eh.
The suit.
Suit doesn't operate. What is this, move?
Gabriel would...
Open.
The suit.
Oh, he's not gone long, is he?
Here, drink it.
Thanks.
That's fine.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
I got those photographs you left for me.
Really? Great. What'd you think?
Astonishingly lifelike.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Got any more ideas for photos for the book?
A cop author photo might be nice.
You and me? Together?
Why not? Of course, you'll have to try to tone down your masculinity.
Well, okay. I'll call the police photographer.
And some more points. Were those two options just for getting him out of the room? At least
Franks, come here a minute, would you? Bring your camera.
I'm sure I could have searched his desk or something while he was getting coffee.
What did you need, Detective Mosley?
We need a picture, please. And make it a good one, huh, sweetheart?
Sure, sweetheart.
Say, chintzy.
Was there anything else, Knight?
I don't know. Check my hair.
Hold on a sec while I go check my hair.
Good God, Knight, make it fast.
Where am I going? Oh, I remember what I was supposed to do. I think you were supposed to take like a sheet of paper or something, like a file out of here. You get them both in there. You scan it here, right?
Would you just get in here?
So I wonder how many times I can ask for coffee.
Hurry up, would you?
Okay, ready.
Thanks, hon. Let me know when you got it developed. The photos, that is.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, let's just finish up the...
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
rest of the questions here, which I guess is just this.
Do you know anything about the patterns around the bodies?
Yeah, weird, huh? All 7 victims had those little marks around. We got all the marks on file, but we haven't figured out what, if anything, they mean.
Can I see the other 6 patterns?
Sure. People like that kind of stuff, don't they? Might make the book seem more mysterious. Go talk to Officer Frank. Tell her I said you could see the file.
Okay.
Unfortunate.
Let me just peek around here. Is it...
Nice polyester. Mosley's bookcase holds old magazines and binders.
Just looking for
An intercom. How high-tech.
things that kind of stand out.
Mosley's office looks a lot like his room at Carlos. Logs of unsolved cases, perhaps? Mosley must have 1 million of them. Logs of
What's that?
Mosley's... Gabriel would prefer to touch as... Gabriel...
Well, let's...
This...
No, not that. Well, let's go and talk to the lady. I wonder if I just talked to her to make... Let's see.
Can I ask you a few questions, ma'am?
I'm sorry, sir, but I really have to finish these reports.
Well, I need that file.
Excuse me, officer.
Yes?
So, what's it like being a policewoman?
The glamour never ceases.
Excuse me, officer.
Yes?
I think that's the first time I've been able to use that kind of talk option, and then it pops up multiple options here. Uh-oh, going the Gabriel route.
You know, that uniform looks great on you.
Uh-huh. Is that a compliment, or are you asking to borrow my dress?
It's a compliment.
Well, you just never know around here. Thanks, but I'm married.
Excuse me, officer.
Yes?
Can you get a file for me?
What file would that be?
The Voodoo Murders file? Detective Mosley said I could see it.
Really? Well, if he said so. There it is. You can look at it all you want, but don't leave this area with it, okay? And no photocopies either, I'm afraid.
Of course. I understand completely.
So leaving this area, is that this area? I'm just wondering if I can go into Mosley's office, do the whole photo thing again. Pop out and make photocopies of this, whatever it is. Open. Okay, so these are the other...
The police file contains partial patterns from the first 6 voodoo murders.
Okay. And that's all that's in there, I guess. Or can I just have her get me coffee from out here?
Excuse me,
Yes?
could you get me some coffee?
Are you speaking to me?
Why, yes.
Wow. Deja leave it to Beaver. I'm the police photographer, sir. You might be able to find someone around here dumb enough to get coffee for you. Guess what? It won't be me.
Oh, thanks, anyway.
Mm-hmm. Whatever, let's go in here.
Don't leave the room with that file, please.
Oh, come on. Can't leave. What do I do with it? Or do I just sketch it?
Those 2 objects. The police
I guess this is a sketchbook.
Gabriel can see.
Uh-huh.
There's no reason to.
Do I just give it back to her?
I'm done.
Yeah, thanks.
Let's see if we can. Yeah, we can figure some stuff out here. Just gonna do another save-a-rooney here.
Can I ask you about some stuff? You're...
Get him out of here.
How about getting...
What am... Hey. Yeah.
Okay, so unlimited coffee time, apparently. But he pops back
Some
in pretty
people
quick.
are never satisfied.
And, okay. So what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Is it open?
Not...
That
Do I... No, wait, like...
Yeah.
I wonder if it's the cycle deal.
Thanks.
Let me, because it's at 20,000 cycles now. I remember there were a couple... Just bumped it down to 6, I don't know.
Can I ask you... You're...
You can already tell it's getting kind of slow.
How about getting...
No way.
Please.
All right.
I guess it's like... Just not sure what I should be clicking on, because I
Some people are never satisfied.
could have sworn there was something I get out of here, but maybe not. Maybe I just have to do the photography thing.
the desk is.
I'm just going to town here. I guess nothing yet. Let's just bump the cycles back up.
Here.
What was it, my third
Thanks.
or fourth cup of coffee?
Can I ask you... You're...
Okay, let's try the photographs
I
one
got
more
those
time.
photos.
So you said. Did you think...
Let's take it. What for? I don't think we got your best side. Really? Okay. I'll have Franks come in again.
Okay, now I'm guessing I should be able to maybe access the file when I'm out there.
Franks, come back in here with that camera.
Because I think I've got to go out there, get the file, scan those 6 patterns.
Now what, sir?
That clown wants another picture. You don't mind, do you?
I like how it does have different dialogue though if you
Of course not.
do it again.
What else could I possibly have to do?
Anything else?
Check my hair.
Hold on a sec while I go check my hair.
Good God, Knight, make it fast.
Okay. Is that it?
Let me see that file again.
Okay, we're doing it.
Just want to check this machine here.
Excellent. I wonder what happens if you just try to leave with the file. They think they catch you?
Gabriel has a
Yes, I do. Wonder if you you're able to combine it like with this.
those two objects. Those two
Yeah. Not really doing much, but
those
whatever. Mission accomplished.
Would you just get in here? Hurry up, would you?
Okay, ready.
Thanks, hon. Let me know when you got it developed. The photos, that is.
Yeah, sure.
Is that the same voice actor as Grace? I think we're done.
the suit.
Bye.
I'm gonna hit the road.
Have a good one.
Do another quick save-a-rooney here and if I remember right, there's supposed to be like an artist in Jackson Square that helps you piece together all these patterns. But not sure if now's the right time for it. Because I think are we still on day 1? Yeah, I thought I remembered being around here. Ugh, that mime.
Why, you nasty thing, you. I'll call the police, I will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nothing really going on here. There was that confessional booth with the hole in it. I guess we gotta jam something in there sometime. What do we got? What do we have? It's weird it doesn't let you access your inventory here. I guess head back to the bookshop, see if anything's up. Ba-ba-doo.
Phew, it's humid out there.
Made it back, though.
I wish you wouldn't wear that coat outside in June. I could smell you from here.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't tell you what day it is, right? Anywhere? I don't think so.
So, what's new, Grace?
Your use of mathematics, for one thing. These books are unbelievable.
What can I say? I refuse to be bound by rules.
The strap marks on your bedpost speak otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Come on, messages!
Do you have messages for me?
Nope. None right now.
That hurts.
Could you do some research for me?
Sure, what?
Ooh. Finally something new.
Could you see what you can find out about a woman named Malia Getty?
The name Getty sounds familiar. What's your interest in her?
Oh, just, stuff about the voodoo murders. If you could get an address...
They're murders. Right. I'll see what I can find out. Anything else?
I can't think of anything.
Points. Snakes.
Do you know anything about snakes?
Doing a family tree, Gabriel?
Very funny. I mean real snakes. Scaly, cold-blooded. I would have thought you'd find them empathetic.
I know very little about reptiles of any kind and prefer to keep it that way. I think there's a book on snakes around here somewhere, though.
Ooh.
Okay, thanks.
Didn't we look at that before?
Well...
Oh.
It's about closing time.
Is this wrapping up day
So it
one
is.
finally?
Good night, Gracie.
Good night, Gabriel. And try not to dream, okay?
That was the same video from the intro. Did we just have the same dream every night? Yay! A mask I wore as I... Oh, what? That was way too fast. Maybe I should bump down the cycles a little more, huh?
Good morning. Don't you look swell today? Actually, swollen.
Oh,
So have some. There's a fresh pot on the table.
His default, it was 20,000 cycles. Bumped it down to 12.
Seriously, you look like hell. Your hair is sticking straight up like a... Oh, it always does that. Never mind.
ha, ha.
Did you dream about the fire and the hang guy and that lion thing last night?
Leopard, not lion. Did you get anything on Malia Getty?
Well, I did get her address, but you're a little out of your league here, big fella. The Gettys own 3 local hospitals, just to name a few of their assets. They run in very high circles.
Did you get an address?
I got the address. I suppose this has nothing to do with the fact that Malia Getty is incredibly gorgeous. I should have known you wouldn't go for a rich, ugly socialite.
And that address is...
Hey! Far be it from me to postpone your total humiliation. It's 557 West England. That's the Garden District, Estate City.
That's all I wanted to know. And yes, my dear, Malia Getty is the most dangerous-looking diversion I've ever seen. Ouch!
Oy, men.
Okay. Cool. Uh-huh. Day 2 Savaroni. And first thing every day, check that newspaper.
Gabriel cannot see a way.
Just look at it. Look at it.
Times Picayune, dated June 19, 1993. A front-page article describes the most recent of the voodoo murders. Gabriel scans it but learns not anew. The article reiterates that the voodoo aspect of the crimes is fake. Gabriel shivers. It looked real enough to him. Elsewhere, there's an article about the history of Jackson Square, called La Plaza d'Armas. Under French rule, it was used for executions, firing squads, hanging, even impalement and breaking on the wheel. Yikes. Of course, these days it's mostly a hangout for tourists, street musicians and local artists. Gabriel also scans the Aquarius horoscope for the day. Chances of a dark star rising on this day. Do not trust your instinct.
I feel a dark star rising, all right.
Okay. Grace mentioned that book on snakes, and I thought
The books,
come on.
the history books on the Grace would have
Is it? Is it open?
the books.
Or is it this?
That shelf contains that. The top shelf contains
There we go. It's that one, right?
the book.
I forget how you even get the damn books. There we go.
Gabriel pulls down a book on snakes.
Snakes are legless reptiles. Some snakes kill their prey with poison, some by constriction.
Yeah, we saw this
A
before.
snake smells by tasting the air with its forked tongue. The smells are passed back to a sense organ in the mouth. Constrictor snakes, however, sense their prey by vibration.
Yeah. Let's talk with Grace. Maybe we got some messages, even though it's early
Got a minute, Grace?
in the day.
What's up?
Do you have messages for me?
Nope.
Okay.
Could you do some research for me?
Sure. What?
Nope.
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
We already got coffee, right? Head in the back real quick, see if anything new pops up. I don't think so. what's in the fridge.
Gabriel, shut the refrigerator, please. I could smell it from here.
Women.
Yeah, I think eventually we get phone numbers. We can start using the phone. But we don't have anything just yet. So, maybe I'll head back to Jackson Square.
I'm out of here. Try not to sell out the store while I'm gone.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, back to Jackson Square, see if I got an artist there to help with the patterns. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the artist is up here. Just don't know when. Oh, okay. So it is on day 2. A juggler, huh? Let's talk with this person.
Could I ask you some questions?
I'd rather not. I really get focused when I'm drawing.
Okay, fine.
Maybe I just, dump it on him.
Say, do you think there's anything you can do with these patterns?
I'm kind of busy, and I don't normally do requests.
Really?
Oh, okay.
What if I just bring out the first pattern?
Say.
I'm a student.
Oh,
What if I show you this dead body?
What would the artist do with that?
What if I give you this coupon?
What would... What...
Just
What?
take it. Coupons. What if I poke him with the tweezers?
What...
What about these?
What would... What...
Okay, so I think it's... Yeah, really implying that the only things you can use with this guy are just these 2 pattern items. He's not saying anything, though.
nice drawing of the cathedral.
Thanks.
It's really precise.
Well, I'm an architectural student, actually. It's good practice.
Did that open up anything?
Say, do you think there's anything you can do with these patterns?
I'm kind of busy, and I don't normally do requests.
Oh, okay.
I think this guy's new.
The juggler is...
He's busy. Maybe I bug him with the... Oh, the mime's gone. Mime is dead. What's going on here? This guy's new.
Interrogating the little boy wouldn't be very useful.
You mind if I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, I mind, all right.
Why?
Because A, I don't know anything, and B, I'm busy.
The voices are so quiet in this area. What if I bribe you with this gift certificate?
I have this gift certificate.
I'm busy.
It's good for $20 at St. George's Books, finest bookstore in New Orleans.
Really?
could take this gift certificate with you, if you'll give me a lucky dog.
A lucky dog for a $20 gift certificate? Sure, here you go.
Do I actually get the hot dog? Did I put it in my pocket?
The lucky dog is plump and juicy. It's Gabriel's sketch of the series of crosses
Hold on.
from the Lavo.
We're just seeing if does this is the reason why the delay.
The lucky dog is plump and juicy.
It's just there was a bit of a delay between the time I'm clicking this and the voice, but and I think you later on give the dog to the kid to get something out of here, but I don't think there's anything in here. Or maybe you give it to the... Maybe you just...
Hey, come back here. Hey.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I think I got stuck during my first playthrough. I was like, oh...
Oh, unbelievable. Rotten luck.
I was like, how do I progress? Because I didn't have that gift certificate. So I'm like searching all around. Finally look up on the walkthrough. You go and get the gift certificate, then you get your hot dog. I think you give it to the kid to get in here and get whatever this is back. Do that in a second here, but I want to see if maybe now he'll do what I...
How's it going?
Well, life sucks. I just lost 2 days worth of work.
What you working on now?
Just starting another drawing of the cathedral.
Oh, maybe I get the drawing back, give it to him, and then I get a reward.
Say,
Yes, the same thing he says before. He lost 2 days of work. Maybe I can get his work back.
There's her drawing caught up against the hedges.
Yeah, I don't think it lets me get through there. If you lost 2 days of work, wouldn't you just hop the fence and get it back?
Gabriel can't reach the drawing from where he is.
you dance pretty well for a kid.
Give me some money then.
I don't have any.
Block the view, mister.
Don't have money, but I do have this jacket hot dog.
You wouldn't like a lucky dog by any chance.
Would I? Thanks, mister. You got any special requests? Let me know.
Yeah, that's just one of those things where it's, if you were playing for the first time, you'd be like, what the hell was that? Gotta get a gift certificate, get a hot dog, go up there, wait for the guy's thing to blow away, and give a hot dog to a kid.
You mentioned something about special requests.
Yeah. You got one?
Can you fit through the bars around the statue?
Can I? Just watch me.
Good. There's something in there I can't quite reach. Come on. Can you reach that piece of paper?
Sure thing. Here you go. Yep. See ya.
Mm-hmm. What does that look like anyway? Ooh.
It's a technical drawing of Saint Louis Cathedral.
There you go. Cutscene for some reason. Weird. I got your stuff back. Now do me a favor.
This belongs to you, doesn't it?
My drawing. How'd you get it?
Oh, it was a bit of a squeeze, but I hate to see you lose your work. I lost my only copy of a manuscript once.
Well, you saved my butt. Let me know if I can ever do the same for you, huh?
You can! Right now!
Say, do you think there's anything you can do with this pattern?
What do you need?
Is there any way you can reconstruct the whole pattern from this partial?
The pattern is probably circular, and there's some repetition in the elements. What is this from, anyway?
You'd never believe me.
Okie dokie. Well, I might be able to reconstruct the pattern if I had more data, but this is just one small area of it. If you could get me any more of these, it would help.
I'll see what I can do.
Big points. Now hopefully this is the only other thing I need.
I have some more of those patterns.
Really? Let's see. Yeah, these are great. I think there's enough overlap now. I'll give it my best shot. I'll show you what I come up with tomorrow.
Great. I appreciate it.
Oh. No points for that? Whatever. Let's, trying to get out of here. I thought there was a way to go up from there. Or like, just get me out of here. My cop's gone. Anyway, just did a ton of stuff there. But I don't... Oh, wait. Yeah. Dr. John should be back here in this voodoo museum. According to that lady we spoke to the other day. Yeah.
Welcome, my friend.
It's, Worf.
Hello?
I am the proprietor, Dr. John. If you have any questions, I will be happy to assist.
Great. My name is Nye, and I'll probably take you up on that.
After I turn down the music a smidge so I can hear you.
Could I ask you some questions?
That is why I am here.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Historical voodoo? Or the voodoo currently practiced in the city?
What can you tell me?
Historic?
Oh. Oh, it just opens up these.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
The killings in the newspaper? I know that they have nothing to do with true voodoo in New Orleans.
What do you think of New Orleans?
It is the only city in the United States as far as I am concerned.
Do you know anything about snakes?
Ah, You have perhaps noticed the museum's snake, Mr. Knight. They are beautiful creatures, do you not agree? And the tourists seem to associate them with voodoo.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
It is one of the important ceremonial nights in voodoo.
Do you have any idea what Caprice encore means?
I fear my French is not all it should be, Mr. Knight.
Uh-huh. Sure thing, guy.
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
No, I have not.
Tell me about yourself.
Me?
Yes, if you don't mind.
What is it you wish to learn?
Why did you open a voodoo museum?
The subject has fascinated me all my life, and I wanted to help preserve the cultural heritage it represents.
What kind of background in voodoo do you have?
Let us say that I cut my teeth on it, Mr. Knight. It is in my blood.
Do you do anything besides run the museum?
No. The museum does not make me a rich man, but my material needs are simple. I prefer to focus on my one true interest in life.
What are your own religious beliefs?
My beliefs are too personal and too complex to discuss with a layman, Mr. Knight.
Just tell me anything.
I am originally from the West Indies myself, you know.
Really? What brought you to New Orleans?
I was drawn here for personal reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Just tell me anything.
I am a vegetarian.
Really? I can't imagine living without meat.
That must be the hunter in you, Mr. Knight.
Just tell me anything.
I do not care for small talk, Mr. Knight.
Interesting.
Actually, I can't think of a thing.
Then, let us discuss something else.
Tell me about historical voodoo.
Very well. I will start at the beginning, Mr. Knight, and will go on from there at your prompting.
Sounds good.
As you may know, voodoo is a grassroots religion formed by the mixing together of many different African tribal religions and Anglo religions, such as Catholicism or Protestantism. In other words, it is a religion born of the African slave trade, but African slaves were imported not only by the United States, but also into the West Indies, where the French and Spanish ran plantation islands. Prior to 1803, the New Orleans area was owned by France. The French Creole in those days owned many African slaves. But the Creole did not permit their slaves to gather, giving no chance for voodoo to breed here natively. The Creole also knew enough about the corrupted pagan practices of the West Indies slaves to ban the importing of slaves from that region.
Tell me about current voodoo.
Many people think of voodoo in terms of magic spells or grigri. That kind of practice is actually called hoodoo, and is only a part of true voodoo. Voodoo, the religion, has a strong following in New Orleans. In fact, it is growing quite rapidly. There are several voodoo churches or temples in the city, and others all across the United States. African Americans see it as a tradition all their own. Whites, and there are many in their religion, are attracted to it because they think it is exotic. I, personally, am more interested in the history of voodoo. Some of the new movements are copying Haitian or even African voodoo. But it is the voodoo of New Orleans that I find so intriguing.
Is there anything else I should know about voodoo?
Not if your interest is primarily in voodoo. Hoodoo is of interest to those who study rural folk traditions, but it will not aid you in understanding true voodoo.
I wonder if he says anything more if I just keep on clicking these.
So, how did voodoo come to New Orleans?
After the Louisiana Purchase, American legislators relaxed regulations. Slaves were permitted to gather. The Americans also removed the ban on West Indies slaves. Around the same time, a slave revolt occurred in Santo Domingo, what is now Haiti. Between the lifting of the ban and the Haitian revolt, West Indies slaves began pouring into New Orleans. Some of them were free people of color, freed or escaped slaves. Some came with their white owners who were fleeing from the revolt.
Let's see here.
What happened when the West Indies slaves got here?
They brought voodoo with them. The native slaves were more than enthusiastic about embracing it. It gave them power, Mr. Knight, if only in the form of a communal bond. Among the first meeting places were the Bayou St. John and the shore of Lake Pontchartrain. The early voodoos were heavy snake worshippers, worshipping the one they called the Great Zombie.
Tell me more about historical voodoo.
By 1817, the voodoo activities were beginning to cause fear among the white slave owners. An ordinance was passed to forbid slave gatherings except in designated public areas at designated times. The time was Sunday afternoons and the place, Congo Square. The slaves and free people of color gathered to dance simulations of their voodoo dances right in sight of Creole society. Of course, they also continued to meet in private for the real thing.
Tell me more about historical voodoo.
There were a variety of kings and queens at first, voodoo priests and priestesses. But from about 1830, a single power emerged. This was a voodoo queen named Marie Laveau. Marie Laveau ruled voodoo in New Orleans for many years.
Yeah, so that's what I was hoping for, is just keep on going through these until I get some points. I imagine that's the end of the road for the historical voodoo.
Tell me more about historical voodoo.
I've given you as much detail as I can, Mr. Knight. Look around the museum if you desire more information.
Let's see if we can get anything else on these other two.
Tell me more about current voodoo.
There are many voodooians in New Orleans. They often do business selling gree-gree, telling fortunes, providing luck, and occasionally misfortune. Perhaps you would like to meet a voodooian. We refer those who seek a deeper experience with voodoo to a local practitioner, Magentia Moonbeam.
Sure, I'd love to meet her.
She lives on the corner of Orleans and Dauphine. I will call her and tell her you might stop by.
Great, thanks.
Points.
Tell me more about current voodoo.
You have tapped my resources. My expertise is really historical. Perhaps Ms. Moonbeam can be of further help.
Anything else on hoodoo?
Is there anything else I should know about voodoo?
Not if your interest is primarily in voodoo. Hoodoo is a...
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Tell me more about Marie Laveau.
There were actually two Marie Laveaux, mother and daughter. Most people thought they were the same woman. Her continued youth added to the mystique. The original, the mother, was also known as Widow Paris. It was she that began the empire. When the Widow Paris began to practice, there were many voodooans in the city. By 1830, she was voodoo queen of all New Orleans.
I think that's about it. Got some points. Is there anything like I can snag around here?
Even if that were for sale, Gabriel couldn't afford it. Even if
What about the snake?
That snake.
Is deadly, which is why the cage is out of public reach.
I see.
even if that w-
I don't know if there's anything else
even if that
that stands out, so I guess I'll
Gab- there is no
get out of here. Hold on. Is it this?
that does there is
Oh, is that the door?
the doorway that does
Well, get out. Get out of here. Jeez.
Thanks a lot. Bye now.
Goodbye, Mr. Knight.
We unlocked this Moonbeam residence. Hold on, let me go back here real quick. Oh, and we also got the Getty Estate. There's Moonbeam. Take care of that one.
Welcome, Seeker. You must be the one Dr. John called me about.
Mm-hmm.
I guess so. My name is...
Wait, Gabriel Knight?
You're too quick for me.
Actually, Dr. John told me. You have come to the right place, Mr. Knight. Tell me how I can help.
Got the snake over here.
a large sluggish snake rests on the floor of the fancy bird cage. Apparently, Magenta is not a fastidious housekeeper. A shed skin shares the cage with its original owner.
Can I get that?
Magentia's snakes looks a little sickly, but Gabriel would still rather not stick his hand in the cage.
Oh, I'm not clicking the cage, I'm clicking the skin.
Magentia's...
Whatever.
Dr. John tells me you're a voodoo practitioner of some kind.
Yes, I am a voodoo yen, a voodoo priestess.
Okay, let's get to it.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Of course, Seeker.
Million questions.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
My practice is mainly selling charms and potions with magic power, such as gree-gree and voodoo oils. You know, everything from unrequited love to wandering spouses to winning a lawsuit. But my spells and charms are powerful, and they work.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Why, that has nothing to do with me and my clientele. But I can tell you that you should stay as far from it as possible. There is badness there, very bad.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
New Orleans is the center of voodoo practice in the United States.
Do you know anything about snakes?
Snakes? You mean like my beloved Grimwald? She's a python, you know. Quite deadly in the wrong hands. I was trained by one of the great voodoo queens to learn how to hypnotize and handle snakes.
What's the significance of St. John's Eve?
St. John's Eve? It is the greatest night of the voodoo year. There is always a traditional conclave on St. John's Eve. Most of our voodoo churches these days hold functions in the church hall. But in the old days, they had ceremonies out in the wild, and they wore animal masks and had a huge bonfire and dancing. I used to go when I was an apprentice. Sometimes in the swamp, you know, Bayou St. John. Sometimes at the Lake Pontchartrain.
You got some points there.
Do you have any idea what Caprice Saint Coeur means?
No. No, I don't.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so her and Dr. John and the guy at the drugstore, they know what that means.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
Oh, yes. She was the first of the great voodoo queens.
That's it?
Tell me about the animal masks.
I saw them used once or twice when I was younger, but you don't see them much anymore. They're too close.
Too close to what?
Just bad karma.
Have you ever heard the word Schottenjäger?
I don't know anything about that.
Tell me about yourself.
Yes? What would you like to hear?
A million things. The animal mask, there was one for sale at the drugstore. Crocodile mask.
How'd you get into this business?
I trained in the voodoo arts for many years with the great Queen Tabitha.
Really? Who's she?
You have never heard of her? For shame! I can see you know little of the world of magic.
I'm beginning to get that impression, yes. What kind of people come to see you?
Seekers after the truth, such as yourself.
Do you do anything else?
I am a voodoo yen, and that is plenty. It takes much spiritual effort.
How many voodoo yens are there?
No one knows exactly. Many practice in secret. There are probably hundreds. But of course the level and the power of the voodoo yens differ greatly, depending on their training and natural gifts.
Tell me anything at all.
I haven't always lived in New Orleans. I came here from Kansas as a young woman.
I can't think of anything.
Very well.
About Grimwald.
What about her?
I didn't think there'd be that much on the snake.
Where'd you get Grimwald?
She belonged to a traveling reptile show. She was being terribly mistreated, so I offered to buy her. She's named after a spirit guide I had once. The spirit Grimwald was a very powerful female snake priestess in Egyptian times.
Grimwald doesn't sound Egyptian.
I only know what the spirits tell me. Monsieur, I am sure they know better than we.
How'd you learn to handle Grimwald?
I told you a great voodoo queen taught me. She learned from Marie Laveau herself.
Ah, fascinating. Would you consider giving me one of Grimwald's scales?
No, I couldn't do that. You might do some gree-gree of your own, no? One must be very careful with such things. Hair clippings, nail parings, and snake scale.
How about showing me how you handle Grimwald?
Really? You would like to see me dance, perhaps?
That would be swell.
I won't make you wait, Monsieur Knight. No matter what you see, do not be frightened.
Okay.
I'll give it my best shot.
Maybe we get that snake skin? Okay. It's just so awkward. If you imagine being in Gabriel's position. Yeah, can I just like walk? There we go. She's doing weird stuff.
Gabriel grabs the shed snake skin while Magenta is otherwise occupied.
They are truly inspiring, isn't it?
Truly.
That's certainly one word for it.
Get back to talking.
Could I ask you a few more questions?
Certainly.
Was there anything else on Grimwald?
About Grimwald.
What about her?
Tell me anything at all.
Tell me anything at all.
You have to be careful when handling a snake. They're more delicate than they look.
I'll bet. Nothing, never mind.
All right.
Give me an example of a gris-gris.
All right. Here's an old one. Take a lodestone and some brimstone to a crossroads at midnight. Light the brimstone with a match, and a spirit will come and give you advice in gambling.
Mm-hmm.
Give me an example of a gris-gris.
Here's an old hoodoo Dr. Gree-Gree. Place a dime under your client's tongue, and if the client is under a spell of any kind, the dime will turn black.
Give me an example of a gris-gris.
To send someone away, take a rotten egg and write that person's name on it 9 times. You can also write on it where you want to send that person to. Take it and throw it against his door at midnight.
That one's worked for me. Do I have to leave here before I look at this? What do I do? Do I like magnifying glass on this or tweezers on this?
Gabriel
Okay.
magnifies the shed skin from Magenta, Moonbeam's snake. The snake scales are hued brown. They don't match the scale from Lake Pontchartrain.
Okay. Are we done?
Well, I guess I'll be gone now.
Goodbye.
The only vice is the absence of love.
I've heard that. Bye now.
You know, on day one we had those writings on the side of the wall in the cemetery. I wonder if they're the same today. Is it? I think these are it here.
It's Gabriel's. It's
Really? Well, I guess the only way really to see then is to see if I can sketch.
Gabriel already.
I already copied the marks. Okay, so they must be the same then.
Hello there, got a sec?
You got something to say, son?
Mind if I pick your brain a minute?
Go ahead. These folks ain't in no hurry.
Yeah, just anything else then.
Do you have any idea what Caprice sans cœur means?
No, can't say that I do.
Nothing there.
Do you know anything
Ooh.
about Marie Laveau?
Sure. She was the voodoo queen of New Orleans. A powerful voodoo queen and a powerful sorceress. Believers still come to her too, you know. They write secret marks on the walls, leaving offerings and that. Then there's the tourists. They come out of curiosity. As a matter of fact, that big Dr. John fella from the Voodoo Museum, he's here at least once today.
Mm-hmm.
But Marie Laveau's tomb ain't the only one the believers visit and make markings and leave offerings at.
Oh.
You said there were other marked tombs?
Yep. I seen bull hearts left on tombs and a nest of vulture feathers, plates of peas and calm green. Animal parts, human parts even, it looked like. Mail pot,
Ooh.
if you get my meaning. And this at one of the great family crypts, mind you. Odd how them types just pick a spot and stick to it.
What other tombs get marked? Can you show me?
No, I ain't one for naming names. I don't like to encourage that kind of thing. It's distressing to the families, and rightly so. Don't know how that sort of thing gets started. Why folks come to start leaving stuff at that one spot. But it happens all the same.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
I don't know what you talking about.
Tell me something about St. Louis Cemetery, #1.
#1.
Just look around. You get the feel of the place.
I got a feeling that's most of the new stuff. So, I guess we're looking for crypts with wieners left on the doorstep there. Right here's Grandma's tomb. Or great grandma family. I think this is it, right? But there's nothing new. Nothing that looks any different from day one. So I guess that's enough for now. So let's head on to the Getty residence. Getty Estate. Quick save-a-rooney here.
Gabriel can't get in.
Eh.
May I help you? I'd like to see Malia Getty, please. I'm sorry, but unless you have an appointment or official business, I cannot announce you.
Okay.
I do have official business. Really? Please tell me the nature of your business.
Oh. Geez, what do I have? I wonder if it's just this.
Does it? No, it does.
Not this?
I've already got it. Does this? No.
Nothing there. I don't think I have anything that would let me get inside.
Just as I...
Good day, sir. Okay. I need something to get inside. I wonder if there's anything different with the crime scene. Here on day 2. Looks the same to me. At the drugstore. We can talk to that guy, see if he says anything new. So we did find out some more information.
Hello?
Ooh.
Bonjour, Monsieur Walker.
Oh, bienvenue, Madame Cosimo. Comment ça va? How you be feeling today?
Well, I'll tell you, Mr. Walker. I'm certain someone's buried a slip-knot bag somewhere near my steps. I haven't slept a wink in weeks.
Oh, don't that beat all? Well, you're gonna need some easy night candles then.
Do you think that would help? I do hope you're right. I said 3 rosaries this morning for Our Lady's intervention.
Rosaries are good, sure enough. But you burn those candles too, and you're gonna whip any old no-sleep Grigri, I tell you for sure.
Very well, Mr. Walker. Put them on my account and send them round to my house. Oh, and there's another thing. I didn't catch her at it, but I know Mrs. Lefebvre put stomachache powder in my tea at the last meeting of the Creole Grand Dames. Oh, I've been in misery.
You put 9 pinheads up in a little box, add a pinch of graveyard dust, and put it under her front porch step. That'll turn the trick back on Mrs. Lefebvre, and she'll be the one with the bellyache. I have the pins and the dust right here if you want them.
If the Blessed Virgin will grant me her protection, I'll be safe from these practitioners of evil.
Oui, madame. Though it don't hurt to be proactive none neither, now does it?
Naturellement, monsieur. Merci beaucoup.
Mais non, madame. It is nothing. Au revoir.
Au revoir, Monsieur Walker.
Okay then. Well that's that.
Can I ask you just a few more questions?
Whatever, man.
How about this?
What's the significance of St. John's Eve?
I've said all I'm going to say about it.
What did you mean when you said Cabri sans corps?
I didn't say that.
You did. I heard you say it.
You heard wrong, monsieur. I said no such thing.
I guess that's really the only new thing.
That customer of yours, the little old lady,
Customer?
the woman I saw in here, Madame Cazeneuve, you called her.
I don't talk about my customers to men who come in off the street.
Is he just gonna say the same thing?
It's important that I talk to Madame Cazeneuve. You see, I'm doing some research and...
I can't tell you anything about her.
Anything.
It's important.
I can't.
Like there's nothing I got then. What do I do with a snake skin? You want some snake skin?
Do you know anything about snake scales?
I got some snake root and snake powder, but I order them wholesale. I don't handle snakes. I don't like them at all.
It's nearly out. The signs.
Lagniappe.
Oh, we already looked at that from the other day.
The Dixieland drugstore is crammed from top to bottom with strange merchandise, some or all of which seems to be related to the practice of voodoo. The poster reads, "Power will be yours when you use Papa Legba's power-drawing incense and Master Power oil. Buy some today."
Yeah, I don't know what else we can do here right now. Except maybe go back to the bookshop, because I think, if I remember right, you can look up the lady's phone number in a phone book.
Hello, beautiful. It's me.
Oh boy, party time.
Right, give the snake skin to her.
Do you know anything about this?
No, sorry.
What about other stuff I've got?
Do you know anything about this?
No. Any messages?
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Do you have messages for me?
Nope.
One day I'll have messages.
Could you do some research for me?
Sure, what?
Oh, there we go.
I need you to look up a Madame Cazeneuve.
Madame Cazeneuve? Is she related to the murders the same way your friend, Malia Getty, was?
Grace, Cazeneuve is at least 70.
As if that makes a difference to you. Okay, I'll see what I can find. Anything else?
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
I got points for that. I just don't know if... let's go in here. I don't know when she's gonna tell me about the old lady. Maybe right now, but I doubt it.
Seen any good movies?
I saw a great documentary last night on pyramid excavations.
You mean small, dark places that haven't been touched in centuries? Sounds right up your alley.
Well, it did help me gain a better understanding of your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Give me those messages.
Do you have messages for me?
Nope.
Could you do...
Sure.
I can't think...
Okay.
It may just be something that she doesn't tell me until the following day. And the same with the guy with the drawing of the patterns. Could have sworn though there was like something in here, like you could look at a like a phone book or something.
Gabriel never has figured out how to operate the memory function on this phone.
Yeah, no one ever knew how to use that. What is
Gabriel doesn't.
Isn't that a phone book right there, the yellow?
Several dozen books. Several. A small trunk. An office chair. Gabriel's...
Another month of missing my mortgage. I'll be pushing those pencils on.
Pencils?
If the type Gabriel
Gib. Alright, I guess we're done here. I'm just not sure where to go from here. You know what?
See you later.
Have fun.
You know what gets us in the door? The Getty estate. Anything that Napoleon House, I wonder. That moonbeam. The lady said that they used to practice things here in the church, or they still do. Maybe talk about it in the confessional?
The panel behind...
help you, my child?
Get me some more blessings.
Could you give me a blessing?
Are you in trouble, my child?
Is the Pope? Yeah. You could say that, Father.
Then I hope this helps.
The priest blesses Gabriel through the confessional window.
Peace be with you, son.
Thank you, Father.
Mm-hmm.
That does...
Alright. Let's get out of here. Be fast. Go on. I doubt there's anything going on with the Overlook. Alright. But we can still take a peek. Yeah, there's that guy doing his thing. There's the drummer, the juggler. Nothing. Hot dog man. And that. Same old crap. Let's get out of there. So done. Here. Haven't been to Napoleon House today. I don't think there's anything there though. We can try talking to this guy. I don't think you can talk to anyone else other than just
Could I ask you a few questions?
very basic stuff.
I'm not too busy at the moment.
There.
Have you ever heard of Marie Laveau?
Sure. She's kind of the patron saint of voodoo in New Orleans. Don't know too much about her, but tourists sure get off on all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
Come Mardi Gras, you see all kinds of masks in here.
What can you tell me about your regulars in here?
See those old guys at the chess table?
Ow.
Sam? It's not that
Really?
We already heard all about that. I thought. Wait, hold on. Is this new?
So what has Sam told you about voodoo?
Well, about 50 years
I guess it wasn't.
ago, Sam was too shy to talk to this pretty girl he was in love with.
Okay.
He went to a voodooine and had her make him a love charm. It was a little pouch that he had to bury under the girl's front porch. Well, he buried the pouch, and the next day, he went up and talked to the girl, and, sure enough, she didn't reject him. Now she's his wife. Poor guy.
Wonder if they just say the same
What
thing.
can you tell me about your regulars in here?
I'd call you a regular, Gabe. And one of our local writer celebrities, too. Been coming in here, what, 10 years now?
Don't remind me.
We're still waiting for that bestseller.
Don't hold your breath. What can you tell me about...
That's about all I can say.
What?
That's about all I...
So what is Sam...
That's about all I...
So I must have just hit this a few times on day one. And maybe there was just one left, or maybe that last one with Sam wasn't available till day 2.
Tell me about the street...
Don't know what else...
Yeah, so that's one of these guys.
Excuse me. I hate to interrupt your game, but could I ask you a few questions?
What game? This isn't a game. It's a slaughter.
He's right, you know, so let me die in peace, would you?
What, this guy? Is that Sam?
Sorry to bother you, but could...
I'm not that chatty type, am I, Sam?
No, you...
That's Sam.
Did you not?
Besides, I'm busy sucking poor old Sam dry. Go bug someone else.
You're a real sweetheart, Marcus, you bastard.
Are you sure I can...
Mister!
Yeah, right. Gotta...
Shut up, you...
Eh. Nothing going on here. Maybe something back at the Voodoo Museum since we already talked with Moonbeam.
Hello, Dr. John.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
Oh, I wonder if you could tell me about this crap here.
Do these symbols mean anything to you?
No. They look like nonsense to me. Where did you get them, if I might inquire?
I saw them scribbled somewhere. Just graffiti, I guess.
I see. By the way, I forgot to warn you, Mr. Knight. The local cemeteries are quite dangerous. Muggers, vandals. I would avoid going there alone, if I were you.
Really? Thanks for the advice.
I wonder if I should go there now. Go get mugged.
A very large, very formidable looking snake is secured in a plexiglass cage.
How do I get ahead of there? Is that a switch down here?
A counter at the back displays brochures and a donation basket. A very...
That must be Marie Laveau.
Oh.
Dang. I've always wanted a skeleton with a bowl on its head.
A street drummer has settled outside the museum. An official voodoo wishing stone. Rub it and make a wish, a card said.
Funny, I say the same thing to women. I'll be going.
Walk carefully out there, Mr. Knight.
Sounds like I'm gonna get my ass beat here if I go to the cemetery. It's just if I go there alone. I don't know. And this thing still doesn't open, right?
The plate is locked in position. There's a keyhole on the plate, but Gabriel can't operate that without a key. Gabriel doesn't want to disturb that part of the cemetery. Gabriel.
See, this has like a little sword indent in there. I think we need something for that. And we can't get in here, right?
Gabriel doesn't want to take the nameplates from his family tomb.
Can I get in there at all?
The-
Securely shut.
There's no... The mob...
What if I can take any of this stuff out here?
No, thanks. No. Mosey and I used to switch street signs, but...
Oh, what is that? What is that then?
San Luis...
Wait. Is that not a Is that something?
The marble.
Mosley and I used to switch street.
There's nothing. There's nothing.
No, that must just be a nameplate. It's berating me for trying to switch them, I guess.
There's not. The wall doesn't work that way.
Can't I, like, write some more crap on there?
Gabriel likes the idea of leaving marks on the tomb.
Oh, okay. Maybe later. Okay, it's done here, here, everywhere. I don't imagine Gran's got much to say. We can't get in that Getty estate just yet. I wonder if I can go back to the bookshop. Figure out some more stuff about this old lady.
Lucy, I'm home.
I wish you wouldn't wear that coat outside in June. I could smell you from here.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Give me the messages.
Do you have messages for me?
Nope.
Tell me about you.
What else do you want?
Just tell me anything at all.
Just tell me anything at all.
I just got my master's in history and classics. My folks wanted me to go on right away for my PhD, but 18 years of school was enough. I needed a break.
Oh boy.
Nothing, I guess.
Suit yourself.
Do you know anything?
No, not that.
I've told you all I know.
So there's nothing else going on in here. No books. Nothing. I think this is just the dictionaries, or
Gabriel.
no, not that.
Snakes are.
We already know about that. That's just our tapes keeping track of everything. Oh, what if I can give this to Grace, have her do research on it?
Do you know anything about this?
No.
No. And I don't think she does anything on this, which is the
Do you know anything?
No.
the German letter from our family.
I'll be back later.
Have fun.
I don't know, we haven't been to Gran's house today.
It's my favorite grandson. How nice.
I don't think she has anything to say beyond
Your only grandson, but nice try, Gran.
day one.
Make yourself at home, son.
Can we talk, Gran?
Of course, my boy. How can I help?
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
Marie Laveau. Of course! She was that voodoo woman, wasn't she? She preyed on people's fears and superstitions is what I think. There are always those willing to take other people's money for nothing. You stay away from people like that, Gabriel.
Yes, Gran. Do you know anything else about Heinz Ritter?
I've told you all I know about your granddad's past.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
Why, no, dear. Do you mean Mardi Gras masks?
Never mind, Gran. You know, you get prettier every time I
Always
see you.
compliment Gran.
You.
I don't think we can show her anything. Right, she didn't react to this.
Does this mean anything to you, Gran?
No, dear. I'm afraid I don't speak a word of German.
You holding back, Gran?
Does this mean anything to you, Gran?
That one in the middle is your grandfather. Those other two I don't know.
Oh, fair enough.
Well, Gran, I better get going.
All right, dear.
And still nothing there at the crime scene. Nothing new. Oh, you know what? I wonder if now I have to go back to the police station. Maybe I like steal Mosley's badge or something? And then show up. Yeah, see what's going on here? Something new. What's he working on? Save time. What is that?
The electrician has left his tools behind. He must plan on returning.
I wonder if I can... If this guy's gonna stop me. I imagine he would. No? Well, good. I'm gonna take some of
It
this.
looks a bit heavy. It looks... Gabriel is no handyman. He has an aversion to screwdrivers of the non-liquid variety.
What do I do with that then? I must have to use that, right? For something. Mosley's in here.
Hey, mostly. It's you, God help me.
Well, let's see what's up. Actually, let me... Did we ask him about this?
I found these strange symbols on Marie Laveau's tomb at St. Louis Cemetery number 1.
I'm sure any extra voodoo stuff you dig up will make an interesting story tonight, but I'd rather stick with the case at hand, personally.
Okay, well...
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
Anything new? Let's see...
What's the status on the voodoo murders case?
You're as filled in as me.
Well, coffee time.
How about getting me some coffee?
No way. Enough is enough.
Come on.
Please, 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 pretty please.
All right. Just shut the hell up.
Yes. Right, because we talked to him yesterday, right? It wasn't today.
Some people are never satisfied.
So maybe today I have a chance to get inside. God, which one? Sometimes it's really hard to tell what you...
It's not...
Come on. Well, it's not letting me get anything there.
Here.
Thanks.
Gabriel would prefer...
Open.
I'm gonna hit the road.
Have a good one.
Okay, well I must need... Oh, the tools are gone. What's going on up here?
Gabriel scans the bulletin board and sees a lot of bad photographs and worse writing.
If I can talk to like anyone on day 2.
Can I ask you a few questions, ma'am?
I'm sorry, sir, but I really have to finish these reports.
What about you?
Gabriel should go to the counter.
Wait, what was that electrician working on? Was it this? What is that?
There's a temperature gauge on the wall near Mosley's office. The security cage has...
Oh, okay. Security cage has been removed. Maybe I just crank up the heat, get him out of there? Yes. 90 degrees. I wonder if I go back in right away, then just talk to him and then he'll get fed up with the heat and leave? Maybe it's immediate.
Whew, it's hot in here. Dang, the air conditioning must be on the blink. Are you hot? Man, I'm hot.
Oh, there we go. Okay. I get you.
Mosley's coat is on the chair. His badge is in the front coat.
Yes, I'm getting it now. I'm getting it. Picking up what you're putting down.
You're the right...
Give me that 6th cup of coffee.
How about getting me some...
No way. Enough is enough. Please, please. All right.
I like how they bothered to
just shut the hell up.
give him a different portrait there without his jacket.
Some people are never satisfied.
And there we go. Get it. Go on.
I think I'll just borrow this badge.
Hey, what are you doing with my coat?
Nothing. I thought I saw something crawling on it.
Wait, where's my badge?
Just drink this. Thanks. Tons. I mean it.
That object, the badge says New Orleans Police Department and Detective Mosley.
Okay. I guess we're done. I don't think we need to talk to the front desk guy. So we'll just head out for now. Okay, so we got a badge. I think that should get us into the Getty estate. Otherwise, I don't
Gabriel
know.
May I help you? I'd like to see Malia Getty, please. I'm sorry, but unless you have an appointment or official business, I cannot announce you. I do have official business. Really? Please tell me the nature of your business.
Okay.
Gabriel doesn't want to display his possession of that badge. When he's ready to use it, he'd
What?
be better off flashing it at...
Just as I thought.
You ass!
Why use that? Using...
Who would I show that to?
Gabriel is...
We can't
That
open it, right?
that
Do I like use it on myself?
Gabriel doesn't want to display his possession of that badge. When he's ready to use...
Or did I just not click it on the guy? I think that's what happened.
May I help you? Yes, I'm waiting.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell sometimes, like, what the actual tip of the pointer is when you've got these.
My name is Detective
There we go.
Mosley. I'm here on police business.
Really? How interesting.
Wait here. I'll inform Miss Giddy.
Miss Giddy.
Miss Giddy will see you. Right this way.
Excellent. Fancy.
Miss Getty will be down shortly. Thank you.
Okay. Cutscene.
What can I do for you, Detective?
Save my game.
This is quite a place.
Thank you. It's been in the family a long time.
Mind if I ask you a few questions, Miss Getty?
I assume that's what you're here for, Detective.
Whole bunch of stuff to ask again.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Voodoo? Why would you want to know about that, Detective? It's rather silly, isn't it?
There's nothing silly about the voodoo murders.
But that voodoo is faked. That's what I've read in the papers.
That's what the papers say, all right.
But you're not convinced?
No, frankly, I'm not. The police department isn't known for its imagination.
Oh. Well, I can see that your imagination is considerable.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
The murders? Only what I read in the papers.
And what do you read in the papers?
I'm sure you know much more about it than I, Detective.
Tell me about your life in New Orleans.
The Getty family came to New Orleans in 1800. We worked very hard to get where we are. On the other hand, we've done a lot for this community.
I can believe that. You're doing a lot for me right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anything about snakes?
I'm afraid I quite abhor them.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
I believe it's some sort of local holiday, but I don't know much about it.
Do you have any idea what Cabri Saint-Gar means?
No, I don't. What does it mean, Detective?
That's confidential information, ma'am. Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
I have heard of her, of course, but that's about it.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
Animal masks? I don't know what you mean.
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
No, I'm afraid I can't help you with that, Detective.
Tell me about yourself.
I suppose I don't really have a choice. What do you want to know, Detective?
All this stuff.
What kind of things interest you?
I don't have a lot of free time, but I do appreciate the arts. Opera, symphony, ballet, fine art. If you look around, you'll see that we collect African art, for example.
Yes, it's very beautiful.
It is, Detective. It means a great deal to me.
Do you have a career?
A career? Being the head of the Getty family is a 24-hour-a-day job. We have many holdings and many responsibilities, financial and otherwise. The management of our business affairs and properties leaves me with time for little else.
Poor little rich girl?
Believe it or not, Detective, wealth does have its price.
Tell me about your family.
The Gettys? We're a very private family.
How many people are there in your family?
Well, my mother just passed away.
I am sorry.
So am I. She was a magnificent woman. We were very close. I was an only child.
And your father?
I never knew him.
It's hard to believe that any man would leave a woman like you. Or like your mother must have been.
He did not leave, Detective. But that's really none of your concern.
I'm sorry. Go on.
There are, of course, other Gettys in the city. I have a large, extended family.
I see.
Hey, how's it going? It does look pretty solid. I do like the portraits in this too. A whole lot of voice acting too gives me a nice break.
Do you have a husband? A boyfriend?
I'm very independent, Detective. The women in my family have always preferred it that way.
So, you've never been married?
No, and I never will be.
What about children?
Yes, that is likely. Someday.
I'd like to hear just about anything.
I do a lot of charity work around the city, primarily in the prison and reform system. I'm not a professional sociologist, but it does interest me.
I think that's...
I wouldn't know where to begin.
As you wish, Detective.
What else? Flirt with her. Maybe in a bit.
Can you tell me anything about what happened out at the lake?
I wish I could, but I've never seen or heard anything unusual at the lake, and I do spend quite a bit of time out there.
Excuse me, but your eyes are really distracting. I don't think I've ever seen a color quite like that. Brownish gold. It's so deep and rich. Man, if I could bottle that, I'd make a fortune.
Thank you, Detective. That's an interesting observation, though probably not relevant to your case.
Mm-hmm.
A good detective never knows what might be relevant, Miss Getty.
Then you must be truly exceptional at your job. I think this has gone on long enough. You're not really a detective, are you?
Who, me? Well, I am on this case, Miss Getty.
I saw you at the lake yesterday. I thought you must be with the police since you were there, but you don't act like a police officer. Besides, I'm rather certain that the other man said his name was Mosley.
All right, you caught me. I'm not with the police. My name is Gabriel Knight. I'm a writer working with Detective Mosley on a book.
Well, Mr. Knight, now that we've established who you are, perhaps you can tell me the real reason you're here.
Well, I am researching the book, and I thought you might have seen or heard something at the lake.
I don't like liars, Mr. Knight.
Okay, you're right. I really just wanted to see you again. You can be mad at me if you want, but I swear I've never done anything like this before.
Mr. Knight, you've lied about your identity and wasted my time with meaningless questions. If it weren't vaguely flattering, I'd really be angry. You're lucky I don't call the real police. I think you should go, Mr. Knight.
Malia, wait. If you just give me a chance.
I've wasted enough time. I'll have Robert show you out.
Mm-hmm.
Robert?
Oh, that guy's huge.
Show Mr. Knight out, please.
I most certainly will. Thank you very much. I had a lovely time. Ah, shit.
What's he shitting about? Who cares, right? We got the points.
There's no one out.
This house is too fancy to have shit on the doorstep.
It's getting late. Gabriel decides to return home for the day.
Oh. I guess that's the end of day 2. Good. Seemed like a short day. Day 1 was pretty long. Day 2 took us like an hour. We're gonna have some weird dreams again. Yeah, it's just the same dream every night. Dream of just very tiny videos. Yeah, I wonder it. I just wonder if, oh wait, hold on. Text goes by so fast on this. Drawn to Bacchus, a boat. Hope you got that. Day 3. I was just wondering, if you played the game back in the day, if that
I'm so glad you could join us
video
today.
would have been stretched out normally.
I've got messages when you want them.
And not tiny.
I also checked out Kazanu. There are multiple listings in the white pages. I got the page, but you'll have to figure out the right one.
Okay.
Great, thanks.
Grace does the worst research.
Now, are you gonna tell me what happened yesterday with Malia Getty, or is it just too embarrassing? Don't tell me you actually got to see her.
Are the stars out tonight?
Gabriel, you don't seriously think she's interested? She can have any man in the city. You know, men with bank accounts.
You underestimate the Knight family's tragic poet samurai appeal. When Daddy married Mom, she was the hottest catch in town.
I always suspected there was something fishy in your family tree. But seriously, I think you should be careful.
Grace.
I'm serious. I don't know why, but I have a bad feeling in the pit of my stomach about this.
It's called jealousy, my dear. And you're right. You should be jealous of Malia Getty, as should every woman on this planet.
Oh, never mind. I'll just fix these books. Your life is in your own slippery little hands.
The point is to get it into somebody else's hands. And soon.
Yeah. Gabriel's so much of a horn dog in this game compared to the sequel. Anyway, what did we get? We had a...
Somewhere there's a New Orleans phone book missing one of its C pages.
Yeah, we asked Grace to do some research on this lady, and she just ripped out a phone page with a bunch of the lady's last name on it. So we have to... Wait, hold on. Can I read it? Yeah, do some research. Here you go. Yeah, in the second game, he's much... seems a lot more shy. Here's this... Yeah, so I guess we gotta just try out the phone numbers here, which we can do before we head out. Always gotta make sure we check the newspaper every day.
That doesn't work.
Oh, come on. I really wish they would have combined some of these into just like a use button.
Times-Picayune, dated June 20, 1993. Gabriel scans over an uninteresting front page. Under the cultural events section, there's a notice about a lecture on African religions. The lecture is at Tulane University. Gabriel's horoscope for the day. An evil eye is upon you. Change course before it's too late.
Lighten up.
Mm-hmm. What do we get? 2? 2 points? That works for me. Oh, we got messages too, right?
Got a minute, Grace?
Got a bunch of stuff.
What's up?
Give me those messages. We've been waiting so
Do you have
long
messages for me?
to get any kind of message.
Pal Mosley called. He left a message that they're interrogating a suspect this morning and you might want to be there.
Sounds fun.
Mm-hmm. I bet.
Okay.
Do you have more messages for me?
That man from Germany called again, Wolfgang Ritter. Now he's claiming to be a relative of yours. I took down his number. If you change your mind and want to give him a call back, just ask me for it.
Can I get that phone number for Wolfgang Ritter?
Sure. I'll give it to you when we're done talking.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have more messages for me?
I've given everything to you.
Okay.
Could you do some research for me?
Sure. What?
I can't think of anything.
Okay. Here's that phone number.
Okay.
Thanks.
Time to make some calls. We'll check out that old lady first. Let me see. Let me see here. Go ahead and snag a picture of that. Unless it... I wonder if it pops up next to the phone if I pick it up. No. Let's see.
Hello.
Hi, is this the Kazanu residence?
Yes. What can I do for you?
Do you or does anyone in your family patronize the Dixieland drugstore?
I'm a busy man. What are you selling?
Nothing.
Good. Goodbye.
Mm-hmm. Okay, not you. Thankfully there's just 4 of these. Oh wait.
Hello, Casanu residence?
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me.
Yeah?
A woman in the Dixieland drugstore dropped her purse today, and the name Kazanu was inside it.
Dixieland drugstore? Never heard of it. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
Hello?
That's her.
Hello? I'm calling from the Dixieland drugstore. We have an order for you.
Castro, be quiet. Who is this?
I'm a friend of the owner.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh. Well, it was her. What do I... Oh, wait. I think we have to call up about her dog. 6170.
There's nothing.
Cajun Critters Animal Clinic. This is Melissa.
Let's see.
Do you have a Madame Kazanu as a client?
Madame Kazanu? Sure, I know her. She's not here right now, though.
Really? She told me she'd be there. Would you happen to have her address by any chance?
Yes, but I'm not sure I should give it out. Who are you again?
I'm worried about Castro. He's missed 3 dance lessons.
Castro? Her little doggy? Oh, he's so sweet. Well, I guess if you know Castro, it's okay. Her address is 345 Dauphine.
Thanks.
There we go. I believe they call that social engineering. Okay, let's... Where's the phone number? Ah, yuck. That's...
The number written on the note is 4909324.
Oh!
333.
Reading that as slow as she can. Why would you do that to me, game? Why not just have the thing open? Okay. I just took a picture when this stuff comes up.
Guten Tag, Sie haben Schloss Ritter erreicht?
I'm looking for Wolfgang Ritter.
Ja, einen Moment.
Yeah, is this Gabriel on the phone?
This is Gabriel Knight. Why are you calling me Mr. Ritter?
I have been having premonitions of great danger for you, Gabriel. You must leave New Orleans this very day.
What the hell are you talking about?
It is hard to explain on the phone. I have had senses, feelings about you. It took me a long time to have you tracked down. I had a sense that Heinz had a grandson, but until these dreams started, I did not know if I should contact you.
You say you're related to my grandfather?
Yes, Heinz was my brother. There is much about the family that you should know, Gabriel. Come to Schloss Ritter in Rittersberg, West Germany. It is our family home. I will tell you everything when you come. You must come immediately. You are in great danger there.
Look, I appreciate the family spirit and all, but frankly I don't know you from Adam, and I'm not going to fly off to Germany even if I could afford it.
Gabriel, please. If you won't listen, at least let me send you something. It is a journal from one of your ancestors. Promise me you will read it.
Well, I'm pretty busy.
Please, Gabriel, you are the last of our line. I am too old to carry on. You are our last hope. Please, for your family, read the journal.
All right, I'll look at it.
Good. Now be careful and come to me as soon as you can. Goodbye.
Wonder how quick I'm gonna get that. All the way from Germany. Yes, we got a bunch of points. Saving. Let's go check out that old lady's house. Because that should pop up on the map. There's a whole bunch of stuff we can do. Just right off the bat.
Good luck.
See the old lady, because there's... We have the... I remember, use the priest outfit to get into her place. Do I use it right now? I think so. Is it hair gel?
The things I do for my art.
I can't remember how you even figure out you need to do this.
All right, but this is private.
What do you do with the other clothes?
Yes? Who is it?
It's Father McLaughlin to see you.
Father McLaughlin, you say? You must be new in the parish. I'm so pleased to meet you, Father. Do come in.
Thank you, my child.
Please be seated, Father.
Thank you.
Now, what can I do for you?
You can talk to me about a whole lot of stuff. What else do I have, though? that snake scale. I got nothing too relevant, really.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions, my child?
Of course not, mon père.
Unless I actually get some items from her.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
People think I'm just a foolish old woman, but I know the things they do. My family's been in New Orleans since 1750, so I know more than most. Voodoo people are all over this city, in the shops, everywhere. They'll curse you like that, and most people don't even notice. Spit on your bread at the bakery. Take strands of your hair at the store when you try on the clothes. You have to be so careful. But I know their ways, so I can protect myself. I know how to use the magic too, and I can counteract their evil spells.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Voodoo murders? Ha! They are nothing new to me, father. They happen all the time. I hardly go out anymore. It's too dangerous in the streets. They can get you anywhere, you know. Even here in this room. But I try not to let them know about me. That's the best way.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
The only true New Orleanians are of French origin, you know. My family were among the original settlers of New Orleans. They came here from France. The Creole society used to be so gay in New Orleans. Now it barely hangs on by its fingernails.
Do you know anything about snakes?
Snakes! They're evil creatures. Did you know that evil people can send them into your dreams? They can. That's why I never sleep.
Right, thanks.
Never sleeps, huh? Crazy old lady.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
St. John's Eve? Mais oui! I used to love the St. John's Eve Mass at Sandwick Cathedral. Of course, it is also a night of great wickedness, worse than All Hallows Eve. They will corrupt anything, father.
They? They who?
Oh, you know.
Do you have any idea what Cabri Sans Corps means?
Mais oui, I know. I bet you do not, father, n'est-ce pas?
No, I don't.
Just as I thought. You shouldn't talk about things you don't understand.
Well, let's try again.
About Cabri Sans Corps.
Well, are you going to tell me what it means, father?
It means don't eat the chili.
Shows how much you know.
About Cabri Sans Corps.
Well,
of course I know what it means, do you?
I wasn't born yesterday, father. I won't tell you what it means if you don't already know.
Huh.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
Oh, her? I could tell you about her. Voodoo Queen. Ah! My great-grandmother was an acolyte of Marie Laveau. She knew the truth about her.
Tell me more about Marie Laveau.
No, I won't say anything more. Not to you, father. I'm sure you mean well, but you are an outsider.
I bet when I go to the university, I'll learn about this finally.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
No, father. I don't know anything about that.
About that Capri Sans Corps. Because we've been asking everyone about it.
Have you ever heard of a Schattenjäger?
No, father. I don't know anything about that.
Tell me about yourself.
Me? I am Creole. My family has been in New Orleans for over 200 years. Real New Orleanians are French, you see. These days the city is overrun with people with no heritage at all. No offense, father, but it's true. But the French, naturellement, will always be the true blood of New Orleans.
Tell me about yourself.
Well, father, I don't know what else to say.
I think once we learn this here, the Caprice Encore, probably unlocks some additional stuff. So let's get out of this old lady's house.
Well, madame, I must be gone.
Of course, father. I know how busy you must be tending your flock.
I'm not going back on the street looking like this.
Okay. So, what's new? This. Tulane University. Points right off the bat.
It looks like the lecture's just starting. Gabriel decides to record the session.
Voodoo is the tribal religion of Africa, but the name Voodoo is actually a banner heading under which resides an entire body of distinct tribal belief systems. The word voodoo may sound familiar to you. What is known in the States as voodoo is actually an amalgamation of African religious systems, voodoo, and European religions, primarily Catholicism. All of the subcults of African voodoo have certain things in common. The most important is the worship of a pantheon of spirits instead of the single deity that the Christian and Muslim systems had. Some of these spirits are elementals. Some relate to specific tasks or places. Some represent important tribal leaders who have died. This spirit worship is what makes voodoo so easily adaptable. With all those spirits, it's no problem to add a few more. Say, for example, the Virgin Mary. At the height of tribal Africa, warfare was common. One tribe would conquer another, and the Loa, important in the conqueror's tribal system, would be adopted readily into the conquered tribe's Loa pantheon. In this way, many of the voodoo cults spread and mingled throughout tribal Africa, enriching the belief system and causing innumerable offshoots. The basis for the voodoo religion seems to be as old as man himself. It has much in common with many early pagan practices: animal totems, sympathetic magic, elemental spirits in the trees, the heavens, the bodies of the sick. Africa is believed by many to be the cradle of the human race. Some of the voodoo Loa may be as old as the Garden of Eden itself. We still can't explain some of the real power of these primal religions. And note, I said primal, not primitive. There are African Bokors who baffle our scientists with their supernatural powers. Now, let's discuss the elements of voodoo.
Fascinating guy.
In voodoo, the spirits are called the Loa. During a voodoo ceremony, celebrants are possessed by the Loa. And this is called being ridden. The human worshiper is seen as a horse, and the Loa as the divine horseman. A person being ridden by a Loa takes on the characteristics of that spirit and becomes, in effect, merely a vessel for the more powerful entity. Some of the older original Africa Loa include Dambala, the great serpent god; Ezruli, the mistress of love; Babanebo, or Gede, the lord of death; Agwe, the spirit of water; Legba, spirit of the crossroads; and the cruelest and most dangerous, Ogun Badagri, the lord of destruction.
Just like a guy and a donkey.
Sleep at night.
Tribe-specific Loa can have as much or more power as the more widely worshipped Loa. For instance, a particular tribe might revere highly the Loa of an ancestor who was a legendary hunter or politician. Voodoo temples are called houndfors. Their priests, Hungan or Bokors. Their priestesses, Mamaloa. In a voodoo houndfor, there's a ritual circle marked by a center pole called a poto mitan. The ritual circle is prepared with a bebe, a pattern of symbols. Each tribe's bebe is slightly different, consisting of complex symbols that identify their special loa. During ritual conclaves, initiates dance under the supervision of a bokor and a mamaloa, or head priestess. The use of totems or animal masks and markings was not uncommon in the original African ceremonies. Now, though, all but the oldest sects have abandoned this practice. Ritual objects used during the conclaves include the ritual gourd or asson, the ritual knife or kubasa.
That knife gives me the chills.
The ritual whip or fouet cache, and the ritual coffin or seke madule. These items are often optional, called for by the mamaloa for specific magical rituals. The mamaloa is the most powerful figure in any voodoo sect. Voodoo is a truly matriarchal system. Even the Bokor knows his power is limited. The mamaloa is the supreme woman. She butterflies, fireflies.
Mm-hmm. I feel that.
Firelight. No, what is it? Gabriel?
What? I can't see.
Gabriel, get in.
Can't. It's too small for me.
You must get in, Gabriel.
It's not mine. Too small.
Hide, Gabriel.
No.
Hide.
No, let me out. Help.
Young man, the lecture is over.
Oh my God, sorry.
Uh-huh. Wait, what's up here?
There's no... Gabriel scans the bulletin board. Greek night at the Alpha Psi Omega frat house. It looks like it took place sometime last spring.
Are you a student?
No. My name is Knight. Gabriel Knight.
Well, you have walked into my private office, Mr. Knight. I hope you have something worthwhile to do here. If you figure it out, let me know.
Let's talk about stuff.
Mind if I pick your brain?
Not if it will get you out of my office.
So much stuff.
What can you tell me about
every time?
voodoo?
You already sat through my lecture on the subject, Mr. Knight. Perhaps next time you could stay awake and learn something.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
I've read about them in the papers. I must admit to some interest. But according to the newspapers, the voodoo aspect is faked, so I haven't really pursued it. You know how Americans, especially Hollywood, treats voodoo. I'm sure there are many so-called practitioners out there that have no idea what they're doing or the power they're playing with.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
I find it interesting to see the occasional fragment of voodoo practices in the everyday culture of New Orleans.
Do you know anything about snakes?
I'm not a zoologist, Mr. Knight, but I know all I care to about reptiles.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
It's June 23rd, the feast day of St. John the Baptist. But June 23rd has been a sacred day since the earliest times. Ancient sun worshippers used to roll a flaming wheel down a hill to celebrate the sun's descent on that day.
A burning wheel? Huh.
Ooh, are you gonna tell us?
Do you have any idea what
Yes.
Cabri-Sans-Corps means?
Cabri-Sans-Corps. Yes, I do. It's a Haitian term, I believe. It's French, and literally translates as goat without horns.
As in a female goat?
No, as in a human sacrifice. Sacrifices in voodoo are usually of the animal variety. Chickens, bulls, goats. If the gods demand a goat without horns, it means a human being.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
While I find the colloquial bastardizations of voodoo somewhat interesting from a sheerly intellectual point of view, there's not a lot of relation between people like Laveau and true voodoo practices.
Yeah, so once we're done here, we can go back to that old lady. Let her know what, we know what this Cabri-Sans-Corps means. And maybe the guy at the drugstore too?
Do you know anything about animal masks?
As I said in my lecture, which I assume you actually listened to, is that animal masks, totems, are used extensively in most African voodoo religions.
Tell me about bebés.
If you'd taken notes during my lecture, you wouldn't have to ask.
It hurts.
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
I'm afraid I can't help you there, Mr. Knight.
Tell me about yourself.
All right, Mr. Knight, I'm 35, a fully tenured professor at this university, as well as a fellow at Cambridge. My doctorate was obtained at Syracuse. Yes, Syracuse, in religious studies. I'm an agnostic, but I find human belief systems fascinating. I specialize in African religions because I grew up there. My father was a Protestant missionary. And I am heterosexual, when I practice sex at all, which isn't very often.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions?
No.
Fine.
I'm not gonna ask him twice.
Tell me more about human sacrifice.
It's, very rare. Most voodoo practices do not include human sacrifice as a matter of record, but it is theoretically possible if that's the gods' demand. For example, one of the chants I had translated for me from a Haitian ritual went like this. Mistress Azuli, come and aid us. If a cock is demanded, we will give it.
Uh-oh.
If a bull will suffice, behold it. But if a goat without horns is required for sacrifice, oh where will we find one? Azuli is the gentlest of Loa, so they call on her for mercy. But I have seen grown and powerful Hungan tremble before a possession by one of the more violent Loa, such as Papa Nebo. Clearly, they are afraid that something of the sort will be ordered, or that the Loa will simply take it for themselves.
Just one more time, make sure we're not missing anything.
Tell me more about human sacrifice.
I wouldn't dwell on it. Most voodoo sects probably haven't seen a human sacrifice for several generations.
Okay. I wonder if I can give you... what's even in here? Some of this crap. Animals and whatnot.
Can you tell me anything about this?
No, I'm afraid I can't.
Okay, nothing there. What about this?
Can you tell me anything about this?
No, I've never seen those symbols. Therefore, they're probably meaningless.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Are you sure?
I am never wrong, Mr. Knight. Therefore, sure is not in my vocabulary.
I don't know if there's anything else to do
An
here.
old globe sits atop Hartridge's file cabinet. The carved stone head looks African and very old. That mask is quite hideous. The squatter grins maliciously at Gabriel. Exotic fish lend even more color to the cluttered office. It's an enormous stone head.
Well, I'm just gonna get out of here. Go back to that old lady.
Okay, thanks.
Good day, Mr. Knight.
I said good day. Oh, let's go. Oh. Yeah, thanks for the follow. Oh, where's that old lady? I like how they used her little dog. The icon there. Okay. She should be a little more open to me now. Definitely want to save after all that rambling.
The things I do for my art.
We already talked to her about a bunch of stuff, so hopefully we get
Alright, but this is private.
get straight to the good stuff. Talking about
It would be better.
human sacrifices with old ladies.
Yes? Who is it?
Mm-hmm.
It's Father McLaughlin back again, don't you know?
Yes, Father. Come on in. Please be seated, Father.
Thank you.
Now, what can I do for you?
Do you mind if I ask you a few more questions, Madame?
If you wish, Father.
Tell me what I want to know.
About Cabri Sankor.
Well, are you going to tell me what it means, Father?
Mm-hmm.
It means goat without horns.
Father, you surprise me. You do know what it means. You know what they mean by goat without horns, don't you? A human being. That's right. Slit your throat, cut out your heart. Pure evil murder.
Pure evil murder, and then the happy points tune. Anything else?
That Cabri Sankor thing.
Do not continue to tease me, Father. You know what it means as well as I.
This lady's creepy.
Do you know anything about human sacrifice here in New Orleans?
My great-grandmother could tell stories. She saw it. People say that sort of thing wasn't done in New Orleans. But the real voodoo queens did it. Oh, yes.
Elvish cat. Hey, what's up? Just chatting with old ladies here.
Who were the real voodoo queens?
Well, my great-grandmother told me that Laveau was just a front, a flamboyant decoy. She distracted authorities from the real voodoo queen of New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
It's been the same one for almost 200 years. She's head of a secret voodoo enfant. That's what they call their temples, you know. It's so secret, most of the voodoo people in the city don't even know about it. The real voodoo queen controlled Laveau, gave her a little bit of power, and used her like a puppet.
Sorry to hear. Feeling crappy, but yeah, thanks for hanging. Yeah, the game I played before this was Alone in the Dark, so I decided to play this because this is what I need for comfort after all that. It's a pretty laid back game. Whole lot of voice acting and pointing pointing and clicking. Played it once, maybe about 3 years ago. Yeah, I had watched Alone in the Dark off in the corner of my eye a few times, watching other people play it. Pretty painful. Maybe the only time I'll play through it, but glad I finally got around to it. Just because it was, I guess other games based on that kind of format. Tank controls and all that mess.
Tell me more about this secret voodoo hound four.
Well, I've never seen it. I wouldn't go near it if you paid me. But it's here in Orleans, I guarantee it. I hear the drums at night, oh yes. That's why I am so ill. I tell you, those drums. But we shouldn't talk about it. They'll hear us. It's the devil's work that happens there. I can tell you. I'll show you something. Something secret. You mustn't tell anyone, Father.
Secret old people
I swear
stuff.
on my collar.
Here it is, mon père. A true object of evil if there ever was one.
It radiates something, all right.
It belonged to my great-grandmother. She told my mother that it was a token to gain entrance to the real voodoo ceremonies.
You don't say.
To tell you the truth, I always felt nervous about having it in the house. You know, evil influence and all.
Oh, I can see how you would, yes.
And yet, I could never part with it. It's been in the family for generations. Would you bless it for me, Father? I feel strange asking such a thing of you, but surely you understand.
Bless this bracelet of a snake, even though its vibes aren't great. Let it do nobody harm when they wear it on their arm. Voodoo spirits, go away. Don't come back another day. And now, let us pray.
Wait, hold on, there's a... What do I do? I think there was a... God, what was it? There's some, like, way to copy that? If I remember? I don't think I used my sketchbook on it. We can try.
There's no
point in using that on the bracelet. What do I do? Maybe I just don't have what I need yet. Which is fine. I would probably end up getting whatever I need later on in the day. Usually you gotta be pretty quick with this. Or maybe not, because it's got the little exit here on the side. Yeah.
I think that's enough, Father.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Here you go.
Yeah, you got about 5 seconds or so. Yeah, I think I'm just done for now.
Well, madame, I must be gone.
I'll have to come back a third time.
Of course, Father. I know how busy you must be tending your flock.
I memorized the shape, huh?
I'm not going back on the street looking like this.
I'm just so glad that I played this once before a while back, because some of the things you gotta do in here just don't make sense. Doing it the first time. Yeah, I remember there's either like some way that you, I don't know what you do, like take a mold of it and get a copy made, or something you trade to the old lady. Ah, everybody loves a hint system. Not like back in the day they have you beg your parents to call up the CR helpline. Ew. Yeah, so I don't know exactly what I would have to get, like some kind of... We'll see. We'll see. Usually how it ends up working is I forget what I need and then just kind of go in a circle around everywhere. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I won't have to use a walkthrough. To figure out what I need to do just yet. On day two we dropped off the patterns here from the murder scene to this guy, so hopefully he's done. Yeah, especially with, you know, with games like this where it's like, you know, there's not multiple endings, it's just same thing every time. That plus a bad memory, you just give it, you know, 2-3 years. Brand spanking new game. There's the drummer guy.
The artist is an able draftsman, but interrogating him wouldn't lend much to Gabriel's investigation.
I don't want to interrogate him. Yeah, there's a drum guy that the old lady was complaining about, but I don't think we deal with him yet.
How's it going today? What? Oh, it's only you. Man, I have been jumpy all day. That pattern of yours really freaked me out for some reason. There's just something creepy.
You finished it?
Yeah, and you're welcome to it. Here.
Wow, this is great.
Uh-huh. Just don't, like, blow up the planet with it or something, okay?
I didn't mean to upset you.
Oh, forget it. I'm probably just being stupid. Do your thing with it, and good luck.
Points! Ah, yes. And I think I can take that back to the guy at the university? Maybe?
The artist's reconstruction of the voodoo murder's pattern looks accurate to Gabriel. Something about it seems vaguely familiar and creepy.
Looks fine to me. Yeah, one of my favorite FMV games was Gabriel Knight 2. I'll probably be playing that in another month or so. Had an issue when I played through it the first time where it would freeze during the final chapter at the same place every time, and that was on the Steam version, so I got the GOG version. And thankfully I was able to get some saves from someone else near the end of the game to test that out. And it seems to work fine. Because I didn't want to try streaming that and then have you know, just have me pop up a YouTube video of someone finishing the game. Yeah, it wasn't like it crashed out of DOSBox or anything. It just like black screen and it stayed there during the opera or planning for the opera scene near the end. But yeah, I really like that game. Gabriel certainly acts different compared to the horn dog he is in this game. Haven't played 3 though. I have 3. It certainly looks like a downgrade graphically compared to the first 2, but I will eventually get around to playing that. Yeah, I think I can go back to this guy and show him the pattern. I do remember he shows up deadsies at one point. Wonder if it's right now.
Mr. Knight.
Not yet.
You're back. Oh, goody.
He's still fresh. Look at it.
Can you tell me anything about this pattern?
Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. Mind if I copy this?
Be my guest.
Great. I'll be right back. Here you go. You know, this is a fascinating veve. You must tell me all about its origin.
Actually, I was hoping you'd tell me. Can you figure out anything about it from the symbols?
Well, some. That's why I wanted a copy. I want to research the design myself. Each of these symbols in the veve represents something, a loa, a place. Where did you get this?
Have you heard of the voodoo murders?
No, you're kidding. Really? Then the voodoo is authentic. The newspapers are wrong. Boy, are they wrong.
You think this veve is authentic, then?
Authentic? Mr. Knight, that's like asking if the Mona Lisa is a painting. Tell you what, I'll look into these symbols myself and see what I can learn about the sect that made this. I'll give you a call when I have more information. You are associated with the police, aren't you?
Absolutely. But I'm, undercover. You can contact me at the St. George's Bookshop in the quarter.
All right. Now, I'd like to get started on this if you don't mind.
Excellent.
Gabriel.
Okay, so done here.
Okay, thanks.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Yeah, I think there was an interrogation going on at the police station. And then I'm not sure after that. Maybe it'll wrap up the day, I don't know. So we're on day 3 out of 6 or 7, I think. I think we just walk right into Mosley's office. Nobody stops us.
You son of... Give me back my badge. Now, Knight!
Sure. Thanks for letting me borrow it.
Yeah? Well, you borrow it again in your history. Now, about today. Glad you made it. It'll give you a feel for how I am in action. You know, handling suspects, that sort of thing.
I'm sure it'll be invigorating. Who is this guy, anyway?
Calls himself Crash. He's been an informant for us before, mostly helping us bust small-time pimps and dealers trying to break into the territory. Well, he's been staying invisible during these murders, but we picked him up this morning at Jackson Square. Pushing coke? He knows something. Call it detective's instinct.
Detective's instinct. Got it.
Yeah, we'll bug Frick on the way out.
All right, Crash. I want to hear about these murders. You been present at the so-called voodoo ritual?
I don't know nothing. I told you.
Come on now, you can tell me. Do you know anyone who's been to these rituals?
Look, I can't say nothing. You gotta let me go, man.
You relax. No one knows you're here. The men who picked you up were plainclothesmen.
Plain clothes, like you could fool them. They know I'm here. They've got ears all over the city. They know everything.
Now, who are they, Crash? Are they the ones doing the murders?
Let me go.
If you're so worried about being detained, start talking. Now, you tell me what I want to hear, and maybe I can get you in the witness protection program. But you have to earn it.
Witness protection? Are you crazy? Don't make me laugh. Jesus, just let me out of here.
Now, come on. Who's behind these murders, Crash? Why are the victims all members of the underworld?
By now they know I'm here. It's different when I'm supposed to come here. What if I can send a message? Tell him I didn't say nothing.
Christ, he's frickin' useless. Take him back to detaining, would you, Tony?
Hey, Caesar.
I tell you, times like this, I'd kill for truth serum and damn the civil rights.
Can I quote you on that?
Huh? Hell no. Damn! We only keep him for 24 hours. Tomorrow morning, I might have to let him go. Sorry it wasn't more exciting. For the book, I mean. Maybe you can punch it up some. You know, what do they call that? Fiction, that's it.
It certainly is. I'll see what I can do.
Points. Yeah, I think we get to talk to Crash later. He's got a really creepy looking portrait. Definitely does not look like a 90s hacker when you talk to him. What do we have here? Do I show this to Mosley?
You know those marks you found around the murder victims? This is a reconstruction of the whole pattern.
That's cute, Gabriel. Almost looks legit. I'm sure our police artists would be amused at your techniques.
Uh-huh. Is there anything else? What was this even? Oh, that's just the... For some reason, we're still walking around with this. Something
Can I
new?
ask you about some stuff?
Something new to talk about?
You're the writer. Ask away.
Okay. Always start with the insults.
Have you ever called a hair club for men?
I'd rather have no hair than your hair, Knight.
I don't think we went through them all.
So how'd you ever find anything in this office? It looks like ground zero.
Hey, I get my job done. I'm a detective, not Betty Crocker.
Trying for a real estate job with that coat?
No. Are you trying out for a janitorial job with that hair?
Are those new shoes? What are those, hush puppies? Kind of a mud brown suede kind of a thing?
Hey, I'm on my feet all day, all right? Is that okay with you?
Mostly. I'm being perfectly sincere.
Yeah, you and my grandmother. Right.
You know, you have a unique way of wearing clothes that's, well, the way they hang, kind of pleating over that stomach of yours, drooping off of your butt.
We can't all have the body of a 12-year-old like you, Knight.
You know, if you started carrying a lollipop around, you might get more respect as a detective.
Go to hell.
Have you ever called a...
Yeah. Alright, it's looping. Anything new here?
What's the status on the Voodoo murders case?
It sure as hell ain't going well. There's a lot of brakes being applied in different areas of the investigation. We're getting some real info on the victims now, and they're not exactly upstanding citizens. And I was hoping to get more out of Crash, but he's scared shitless. We'll have to let him go tomorrow morning.
Anything else?
What's the status on the Voodoo murders case?
I told you, it's going for shit.
Okay. What?
Do you know anything about Veves?
What?
Veves. They're ritualistic patterns used in voodoo. You know, like those marks we found around the body.
You know what the department says about that, Knight. That voodoo stuff is faked.
Yeah, well, they're wrong. These Veves...
Look, just stop worrying about them marks. I don't think they're relevant.
Do you have any idea what Caprice encore means?
Hell no. Is that French? My mother spoke it, but I always had a hard enough time just speaking English.
True enough.
We could probably go back to the bookshop and have Grace do some more research.
I'm gonna hit the road.
Ciao, baby.
frick?
Got a second, officer?
What can I do you for?
Are you sure you don't know what caprice encore means?
You don't want to make me repeat myself, bud.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
Marie who? Is she the one that hangs out on Conti and Nash?
No. Never mind. Do you know anything about a secret voodoo hound four?
Hound what?
Hound four. It's a temple.
Sounds like someone's pulling your leg on that one.
Do you know anything about Veve?
Reve's? Never heard of it.
I'm here to see Detective Mosley.
He's in his office. Go on back.
Alright. Always full of sass. What now? What now? You try one of these. Should I go back to the... Let's go check out the cemetery first real quick. And then head back to the bookstore. I don't think this guy's got anything new to say though.
Could I have a minute of your time?
What you need, boy?
Mind if I pick your brain a minute?
Go ahead. These folks ain't in no hurry.
Do you have any idea what caprice encore means?
No, can't say that I do.
Do you know anything about a secret voodoo hound four?
I don't know what you talking about.
Do you know anything about Veves?
I don't know what you talking about.
I love this guy. But I don't think he knows anything new anyway. See if anyone's popping up here. Probably not. I'm wrong. I know you.
Malia.
Mr. Knight, what are you doing here?
My family's tomb is here.
Mine too.
I noticed. Subtle.
Well, Mr. Knight, if there's nothing else.
Don't go. I need to talk to you.
Whatever for.
I can't stop thinking about you. I've been in your thoughts too. I can see it in your eyes.
Mr. Knight, you don't know anything about me. I'm not in a position to get involved.
I've said that a million times myself, but this is different. I think we both know we can't fight it. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying this.
I have so many obligations. My family is very traditional. You wouldn't understand.
Hey, I love tradition. I've seen Fiddler on the Roof 100 times.
This isn't a musical, Mr. Knight. We live in different worlds.
Look, I know you've got more money than God. Do you think I care? Do you think that's why I'm saying this?
No, I don't.
Why don't you come see my world? I have a little bookshop, St. George's on Bourbon.
I know.
See? I knew it. You're crazy about me, too. Come by tonight. Please. My world isn't so bad.
I'm sorry, but there's no place for someone like you in my life. Not now, not ever.
Damn it.
Shoot, speed walking there at the end. I don't think we can get in here, right? Need some kind of key to get in.
The plate is locked in position. There's a keyhole on the plate.
Mm-hmm.
But Gabriel can't operate that without a key.
I wonder if I could get out from here. There's no exit? No, she gets the shortcut. I gotta take the long way out. I guess I could pick up the pace slightly. There we go. It's too weird if I max out his speed. That was kind of unexpected. I didn't think we'd get anything there, really. Actually, yeah, before... I will go back to the drugstore. But this guy is the one who brought up that Capri Sancour thing before.
Can I ask you just a few more questions?
Now we know what it means.
Whatever, man.
And he'll probably say the exact same thing.
I found out what Capri Sancour means. How did you know about human sacrifice?
I never said those words, monsieur. You must have heard them from someone else.
Can you tell me anything about a secret voodoo hound fool?
Why, there's no such thing. Not around here.
Do you know anything about Veves?
No, sir. Never heard of them.
Okay. About this secret thing here.
Do you recognize this pattern?
Don't look familiar at all, sir.
Yeah, nothing left. Bookstore time.
Lucy, I'm home.
Really? I forgot you were gone.
Show you this drawing.
Do you know anything about this?
No, sorry.
You don't know anything.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
But I think I had her do research. Right?
Could you do some research for me?
Sure, what?
Oh.
I have a pattern I need you to research.
How interesting. What is it?
It's a reconstruction of the tracings they found around the murder victims. The ones done in flour and blood.
Ugh. You shouldn't carry this kind of thing around. Who knows what these symbols mean?
Well, wear your evil banishing gloves if you want. But check it out for me, would you?
I'll see what I can find out. Anything else?
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
Any messages?
Do you have messages for me?
Nope. None right now.
I imagine she doesn't have anything to say about this stuff.
Do you know anything about a secret voodoo hound fool?
In New Orleans?
I think so.
No, I don't. But it sounds dangerous. You're not gonna try to find this voodoo group yourself, are you?
Would I do that? Do you know anything about Veve?
I told you, I can't help you with that.
Okay. And anything in the bedroom? Nah. We were supposed to be getting some kind of journal or diary or whatever from our uncle in Germany, but we don't have anything just yet.
This is the last
Page of inventory. And let's see, do another save. I think think I should be wrapping this up for the day here. Been playing about 3.5 hours. See, I wasn't able to stream this weekend because of Christmas. So I'm streaming today, which would normally be my work day. Anyway, I'll get back to it on Wednesday. Same as ever, about noon Pacific time, and then probably finish up the game next weekend. Yeah, I don't think it'll take more than another 3 streams or so. Anyway, as always, thanks for hanging with me. Thanks for watching, thanks for following. And I will see you all next time. Bye.